Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Obey who say, what's up, Records Led Production. Back at you with another tutorial. Today, we're going to get back into emulation plugins. Emulating the plugin. Yesterday, we emulated the Pultec EQ 1A. So, today, we're going to emulate the 432. It's another T-Rex plugin. It's a famous mastering plugin, 432. So we grade mimic this. We already mimicked it, and I'm gonna basically show you if you got a parametric EQ that you like to use. But it's only one catch. Catch I keep telling her. Alright, so if you don't have an EQ that go on the parallel, you're gonna need to get a parallel EQ. An EQ that can go on the parallel for this to work properly. You can still get the bells, but to make it emulate the plugin all the way through, you're gonna need a EQ with parallel phasing on it. So this is the EQ. Basically, what's going on? Everyone that know that you see off on this one, opposite than the other EQ. I was the attenuation knobs on the Pultec was turned off. On this one, everyone that's turned off is a node that I would use if you get it. So same thing, I wouldn't need to touch the nodes up here. I just go through the bands, and that's my high shelf. High shelf is 1, low shelf is 2. My first peak, this one right here, is 3. Second peak right here is 4. And the third peak is 5. So right here, 3400 right here. That's it. So basically, I got the first 2 is, like I say, the high shelf and the low shelf. Now on the other bands, and you'll see this other bands, the low pass. You got the low pass right here that I got up, low pass at 20,500 hertz with 65 EQ. Then I got the high pass at 16 hertz at 58 Q. Then I got a high shelf that's pulled all the way back to 20 hertz, and it's got negative 0.3 dB took out at 75 Q. This is a part of my color for the plugin to get the color that this plugin gave, because this plugin also add color. It add a little bit of color. So that was a part of it. They get the color. And we got, what else we got? We got another color plugin that's done at 75 hertz right here. This for color right here, 0.3 for color right there. And then band 10, it's another color at 500. We got 0.5 color at 500. So it's basically all together 0.5 of color, because remember this right here, this one took, this high shelf right here took out 0.3. This one was what? 0.3. And the other one was 0.5. So it's basically 0.8, basically, right? So that's what's going on to get the color. Then after that, you just basically pick your band and whatever you wanna do or whatever. So I'm just go to the 1K, and I'm gonna take that all the way up, and then I'm gonna go to the 1K on here. And as you'll see, it was turned off. So in order for you to still get the color though of the plugin, you would have to turn these nodes on too. I had to turn these on to get the color. So, but I'm going to turn all them on because I know what all of them is. right, so we ready to go to 1K. We're going to turn this up 6 dB. As you'll notice, like I say, it's a part of the color too. Each one got a little gain on them. All right here is 0.2. Each one, 0.1, 0.1. So because why I do that in the part of the color, if you know about the 432, you know that it take what they call it, golden ears, right? For it though. If you got golden ears, you will hear it every time you move this, why it's working, why it's playing. This, you will hear that you in that frequency. Like as soon as you put it on 1K, you can hear you in 1K. And basically the way I mimicked that was just putting 1 point, that subtleness right there, you will hear that change from a click or slide over. You will feel it. You will feel that happen. So that's why I put the 0.1 and 0.2. All right, so we at the 1K. We're gonna go to 1K. We're gonna turn this up 6 dB. All right. All right, this is the 432 right here. So we're going A and B. All right, so you see, it's basically it's in a match. It's a match. So how did I accomplish it? Basically, this plugin, most part of it for the 3 bells is easy. So if you just want to have these bells right here in your EQ, you can just do that. Just using these bells right here because these bells are real good at not cutting up material. And basically, the bell is nothing but a 60 hertz bell, a 60 Q bell, a 90 Q. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go to 90. It's a 90, so you can look at. It's telling you basically it's 50, 60, 90, 110, and 150. So we're gonna do 90. We're gonna see what we got. All right, so you've seen that work, right? So basically, it's the same thing. You would just go. I'm gonna show you. I don't think it's working for something and ain't working for something else. So we're gonna go 110. We're gonna swap. We're gonna do the same thing. All right, so you clearly can see that this is it's definitely matching it. So basically, like I said, just the bell is 60. So you know a 6. Then it's also teaching you what good bells to use for what you're doing in your mix. So basically, these bells right here, 110 and 150 and 150 are more better for cutting. Even though you can boost with them too, but they are more better for cutting. Yeah, 110 and 150, even 90. Like I wouldn't cut it really with 60 too much, too often. 60 or 50. I cut from 150 to the 90, 80, whatever, and go up further with the cutting. So these gonna give you musical cuts though. So you basically learning something too at the same time when you realize this, because you gonna know when you use this plugin and you cut and you boost, it cut and boosts like nothing else. And it's only that it's picking the right bell. The bell is perfect. It's making perfect bells, and these bells have been used for ages, so they definitely work. So you basically learning the bells. So you when you want Q, you boosting, you know 60 on a bell is gonna be a good bell, right? All right, so we're going to go somewhere else around the frequency range. All right, so we're going to do the 4K. See, now you clearly can hear the difference. That this is at 9 and that is at 6. You clearly can hear it. Now you don't hear no difference. All right, so basically, you see what I'm saying. So we ready to go. This the other trick part too. So I gotta show you this part. The trick part about this plugin, that's the crucialest part. That's the trickiest part about this plugin, is the high shelf. The high shelf, from what I covered out of it, is all the way back at 500 hertz, and that's why when you use this high shelf, you be wondering how do it turn vocals up so good too, like in a mix too, like in a mix. If you could put this on, you can put this on the end of a plugin, and you will turn it up. I said end of the plugin, the end of your mix. It will turn up with the highs. It will turn up everything high to the ears. Like you will notice that your vocals, everything will go up, and that's because the what you call them is all the way back. The shelf is all the way back at 500. So let's turn this up. All right, and I'm also hearing that once it's turning up, this is more the amount. This this shelf, so it's like it's more the amount. Then so at 3 dB, you're gonna see it probably need to be double. Let's see what this is. So it's probably like 1.5. Try 5.5. It's doing the same thing like I told you with the other plugin. It's basically as it go louder, it's adding more than the dB. The more loud it's getting. Alright, it's probably a little more. Let's try like 655. It's around this range. Alright, so there you go. Is that like 2K? Well, I'm thinking it's like 500. So it probably could just be the different frequency. So I know at 500 it was working on at, it was like 2 dB I was just working. So when you're going up, guess when you turn it up, you also will need to move this. So that's what I'm saying. Like emulating the plugin is just some hard work too, right? So it ain't as easy as you thought. Like I say, the easy part is getting these bells, right? That part's easy. But the shelving part, that's the part that takes tweaking. So we figured it out. We're gonna take this back down. We're gonna go to the low shelf. sitting right here tripping. I'm like, man, dog, doing it. I gotta keep remembering that when I be leaving. Jones up, it be making me think I'm losing my mind. All right, so you can see the low shelf matcher. It's 75 to 80 hertz with the do 50 to do the 50, and it's 200 hertz to do the 150. See, that's where the trickery come in. So you would think that is really at 100 hertz because it say 100 hertz, but the shelf is not actually at 100 hertz. As you can see again, we got the low shelf. You know, so there you go, man. You know what I mean? I'm basically just showed you another emulation, man. How great is it? Recap the bandwidth so to create it. That's it. And we out of here. So how we done it? Band 1 is a high shelf set at 1986 60Q. That's a high shelf. All the bands are gonna have a little point on it. This one got 0.2. Band 2 is a low shelf. It's a low shelf filter, basically. So it's at 200 hertz, and there's 0.1 on the 75Q. We got band 3. It's one of the analog peaks, the first one. It is at 201 already with 60Q, and you know you can sweep. And the difference is you're going to be able to sweep all the frequencies that's not even here. So you'll be able to sweep. So basically, the way I would use this plugin is I always turn my bell up. If I'm knowing, even if I'm ready to cut, I'm going to turn my bell up and then find where I want to cut. So I'm going to turn it straight up and then sweep. And then got band 4, the second analog peak. And you know the same thing. All you'll do is change your Q with this right here, 60, 90, 110, and 150. You remember them? And you don't got to use them, though. You can use whatever you want, but I'm saying if you remember them are going to be quick references to start off with. Then you got the last analog peak, which is, like I say, whatever you want to put it, but I always keep the 0.2 on it. And the lowest I will move this is past to it. It say like 3400, 3200 is the lowest I take this down. So on a grid. And then band 6 is the low pass filter. That's on the edge. That's at 20,500 hertz, 65Q. Band 7 is the high pass filter. That's at 16 hertz, 58Q. The high pass filter right here. Band 8 is the high shelf filter that I took out 0.3 at 20 hertz with the Q at 75. It's a color. It's a part of the color of the plugin. And band 9 is color at 75 hertz, point 0.3. And band 10 is for color. It's at 500.5 dB. So basically, that's it, man. It's the rundown. Thank y'all for tuning in. Another emulation, the 432 plugin, man. Telling you, go cop the IIEQPRO. I'm gonna emulate mostly all my EQs, man. So it's for me too, right? So I just be able to just use this plugin all the time when I want to just move quick. So you gotta make tools that you'll pull out if you quickly want to do something too. You know what I mean? If you wanted to do something, especially like when you're doing it for other people, you want to work fast. You ain't. I work for a lot of people all the time, so I'm always recording for a lot of people. So when you're recording for different people all the time, you need to be able to work fast. So in order to be able to work fast, you gotta do this. You want to set up your stuff so it already be set, and then you want to worry about CPU, all them type of things. Like you can throw this on every track, this plugin. So if you can make this one plugin go sound like all your other EQs, why wouldn't you do it? I mean, so these are definitely EQs that you want to get with good sounding parametric EQs where you can see the nodes and everything. I know you can get confusing, but all of them, most of them that you see, the grid like this, they follow this law of the lines that's in the background right here. Once you get familiar with the lines, like you're going to know that 2K, 5K, you're going to get it look the same everywhere. The amount of space that's in between 1 and 2K on mostly all the plugins, they all do the same thing. So this must be a law of how this grid be set up. I mean, that's what I noticed that mostly all the grids do the same thing. So to me, it got to be a law, basically. I mean, it's an understanding of. I ain't took the school on that or none of that. So saying that to my understanding that mostly all the EQs I got that do this, they got these lines in it, and they look the same. So like I say, man, go get the four. Man, if you don't want to get the 432, like I say, you're only gonna be stuck to using this 432 like it is, but it sounds so good. I mean, this thing sounds so good. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to emulate this plugin and the Pull Tech because I be wanting to use these all the time, like all the time. Especially this EQ. You know what I mean? Like I say, the Pull Tech, I pull that out mainly. I call that to me. Unless you ain't doing a bass or nothing like that, a guitar or something like that, or just on a snare track, certain things, certain instruments to me. I'm only talking instruments that I'm using all the time. So I can't speak for instruments that I'm not using all the time. So the instruments that I'm using all the time. I would really only put the EQ1A on my bus tracks, and it's an additive EQ to me. Like I only really use it for adding. I'm only attenuating when something not working that I'm trying to boost. When I'm trying to boost something with it, I'm attenuate then. Same way, I like with this plugin too. If I'm going in the cut, I know what I'm going in the cut before I even pull this plugin out. I don't never really go in this plugin and need to have to really sweep and see when I'm great cut. I sweep the boost because I like this is an additive EQ to me too. I'm mostly adding with this plugin. If I am using it to cut, it's because I'm using it for how I know how this bell cut, and then I know exactly where I need to go to cut, what frequency I need to go to the cut with. So that's another thing to know. And basically, that's it, man. You know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in. Their Productions, go sign up, get the downloads, man. You know already, man. Like, subscribe. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep the videos coming. Thank y'all for watching, man. Peace.